What's going on, everybody? Boy, Mikey Raider coming to you on New Year's. Hopefully, this new year started for each and every one of you with a very good New Year's Eve and a very blessed day of life, of love, reflection, good times, and, well, for many Raider Nation, it didn't start that way because we lost the game versus the Indianapolis Colts. So let's be honest, we're all a little bit bummed. For a lot of us, we're not as bummed as we could be, and for some of us, we're bummed more than the others. Let's talk about it. Please hit that thumbs up, that like, that subscribe button. Consider becoming a member of this channel for future exclusives, early content, and a lot more to come in the 2024 new year. From me, Mikey Raider, the ultimate Raider fan, the ultimate GOAT. Some call me that. Some people call me the OG, the icon of YouTube, of Raider content. Well, I appreciate that, but I'm no better than anyone else. Well, there are a few people that I'm better than. I ain't gonna give no names. I'll leave that for you guys. Hopefully, this new year brings the Raider Nation a lot of love, a lot of luck, a new culture that we have found, and hopefully a winning quarterback. We're going to talk about that a little bit more. But first off, I just wanted to do some quick housekeeping. I know this is not a live video. I'm using my camera phone. Hopefully the audio doesn't go in and out. If it does, I'm still going to post it because I ain't going to re-talk for 30 minutes and remake another video. I'll just have to use a different camera or phone or whatever else I can do it to make videos. But I will be going live each and every Friday night this off-season with a Raiders Roundtable. Members that are members of the channel can be a part of the Roundtable live. Other content creators and guests to appear, but we will have a weekly Roundtable that I started many years ago, and I'm going to bring it back, and I want you guys to be a part of it. So become a member, supporting your boy, being a part of this channel. And if you're a member, the link to join the live stream every Friday will be posted about 30 minutes before the show, and you can find it on the member community tab. So consider becoming a member to join our live roundtable. Again, if you're not available one week, but you are a member, that's okay. The next week, if you're available, hit that link up, because it'll be put on 30 minutes before the live stream, and it'll be taken off as soon as the live stream starts. People that got that link, can join the Raiders Roundtable. All right, let's talk about the I'm going to be completely transparent and honest, because that's who I am, and I try to not watch the entire game. Sometimes I have to watch Red Zone, because primetime games for the Raiders I'm able to watch because it's a single game, and I can get that on my screen, and I can watch live with you guys. That's why I do regular reactions to primetime games or single games. But there was 10 NFL games this Sunday morning. 10 games, guys. So, I love watching football. And, of course, I'm a Raider fan. Watch the Raiders. The stations, the illegal stations that I have to get, sometimes they don't show the Raider game when many other games are happening. So I have to force to watch Red Zone or whatever games they're showing on that London illegal station. They show Red Zone. So I had to watch it through. I don't know everything that truly happened. I'm hopefully going to find a version of the game and maybe talk about it a little bit more. And here's my reaction from the game. And I did read a bunch of stuff on Twitter about penalties probably cost us the game. Again, you guys can go into more detail later. I'm just going to give you an overall review from what I saw and the quotes and everything else from the game. Again, that's why I'm not able to do a reaction because of the way I have to watch TV because I have no damn money. I'm doing what I gotta do. That being said, like overall, can't believe we didn't take the lead in this game versus the Colts and hold it. Yeah, we creeped back into the game, and I predicted the Raiders would win like 20-17 in overtime initially, and we lost 20-23. And it was on New Year's Eve to end 2023. So I say F you 2023. You get it? It's a New Year's pun. But a bump. Couple of touchdowns, maybe. Might have been one. Zeus White looked like he played good statistically, and it looked very good statistically. And from what I was reading on the comments, it is that like game management and game flow from Antonio Pierce was not working. I really can't wait to see the game officially to make up my end results. But I'm really interested in seeing, that Antonio Pierce early on with Aiden O'Connell had problems letting it flow, letting it go. But again, Antonio Pierce is not the offensive game caller. We have to remember that. I keep reading these comments, and we got to remember that Antonio Pierce is the motivating coach that knows a little bit about offense and is trying to manage the game, and he's also managing the players. And he picked Aiden O'Connell, a rookie who doesn't have a lot of experience, over Jimmy Garoppolo. So we're going to have ebbs and flows with Aiden O'Connell. And that's apparently this was another ebb and flow. Last week, Aiden O'Connell looked genius in Golden, or a couple weeks ago versus the Chargers. And, then last week versus the Chiefs, couldn't get anything done, but we still won the game on defense. Now was like the half of that. Aiden O'Connell did something decent, and our defense couldn't hold tight the entire game. But what boggles my mind is, just mentally, if we could have pressured and held the Kansas City Chiefs, who in my opinion are a better team than the Colts, if we could have held Patrick Mahomes and all them, why didn't we do it with the Colts and Gardner Minshew? Different quarterbacks, different scheme, and, we didn't have 10 days to prepare or whatever. Or maybe we were preparing all year because it was a Christmas Day game versus the Chiefs. Maybe we should have prepared for the New Year's Eve game as well. I'm just saying. But we still had a playoff shot, or 5%, depending on what happens. And I'm okay with not winning the game. I understand that. But the way it looked to me, we should have taken the lead early and had it the entire game. And if we lost it, we lost it in the end. But it's just a letdown. It's a letdown for a lot of people. That you just felt like it was going to be a better game versus the Colts. How could you possibly get a better game offensively than the Chiefs? You can. And we did. And then, so here's the downplay of this, just thinking about it. Offensively, we did nothing versus the Chiefs. So we improved that much this week versus the Colts, where we did 50% better than what we did versus the Chiefs. Maybe 50%, 40%, I don't care. You put a number on it. Put a number on it! My number's 50%. We did 50% better on offense. And then on defense, we played at 110%. And this week on defense, we played at 50, 60, 55%. So we gained 50%, lost 50%, depending on which way you look at it. It's a letdown. A letdown. We didn't have the home crowd. We were in Indianapolis. I get that. So we lost some. Is it really a home crowd in Vegas? People will say, yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. But 2 games on the road, back to back. I don't know. It just felt like a letdown coming off of that Chiefs game. We said, oh, we need offense. Well, we got, oh, our defense is great. It's weird. It's just a letdown. It's just an overall letdown. And I'm tired of the ebbs and flows. Again, these are those moments in Raider. Did Murph say this as well? He might have. But these are those moments in Raider history where you're building, you get a big victory versus the Chiefs, and then you gotta win that next. Got you. I don't playoffs be damned. You just gotta win that next week versus Gardner Minshew and the 6-9 or 7-8 Colts. You just got to. You have to. Then you come home versus the Broncos. Then you beat the Broncos. And Jared Stidham for a revenge game. That's the things that propel you. I'm not talking about higher overall legacy. We built a team that can play against the Chiefs and beat them on their bad days. I'll grant you that. The Chiefs had a bad year, you know. But these are those moments where it has to happen. Okay? It has to happen. And it didn't. We still got a good team. We're still excited for next year. But we're missing a lot of pieces. So now, a few percentage of the people are going to doubt Antonio Pierce, his game management, his game strategy, his offensive team. But again, he is not the coordinator. You know, we got to bring in a real coordinator. This is still technically the McDaniels system. And we don't expect Bo Hardegrave to come in there, even though Bo knows. Expect him with a rookie quarterback to build a chemistry of knowledge, of game planning, game management, game strategy to call plays as a quarterback coach that was amped up to an offensive coordinator. This is what, his probably 7th game in the NFL play calling. It is what it is, guys. We definitely need a replacement as an offensive coordinator. And people are going to be talking about, well, what about Antonio Pierce? Again, those questions are going to be asked. But right now, again, I still think he has the hand. And regardless if he knows offensive coordinators or who to bring in, Mark Davis has to hire a general manager and figure that out. That's my opinion. He's got to figure that out. We'll talk about this more roundtables and off-season discussions, and I hope you're a part of it. Become a member. 2B Show each and every Friday night, 7 p.m. Pacific time, which is 10 p.m. Eastern, and middle of America, I think it's 9 p.m. I don't know. Y'all figure that out. But questions that came from this game, we also got some answers. Bo Hardegrave is not it. He may be propped up to an assistant offensive coordinator or something like that for the Raiders, or something like that, given a more salary. He definitely deserves it and earns it with the few games with Aiden O'Connell. But it also exposed Aiden O'Connell as a true third round, fourth round quarterback, which he was drafted in the 4th round. But he plays at times much better than that. Then at times he plays even worse than. I do believe he has a future in the NFL. I just don't know if it's as a starter. And I don't know if it should be as a starter of this team. People will say, well, give him more chances. Well, he'll need another year to do that. And Raider Nation ain't patient. We ain't patient. Especially coming off of all the stuff with who I still love, respect, and wish the best for because I like him as an individual. But I witnessed and I understand we had to move on. I mean, I hate the way it happened. I hate the people that did it. I felt sad AF. I felt like he was robbed and duped. and it was yanked from underneath him in a bad way. But honestly, like now that I watch him with another, I see some of the things that I didn't see before. I was blinded by the car for many years, but I still love the dude, respect the dude. You guys can hate me if you want. You can call me a car stand, whatever. Shut up. Move on. But yeah, and we put our faith in Jimmy. We knew what Jimmy was, and we all saw it again. And we put our faith in AOC, and he proved some of us that he's better than we thought, and he proved some of the other people wrong, and vice versa. So he's a good backup, and he might have a long legacy in the NFL because he can play good games at times in the right system. But we need a new chance at a quarterback, and I don't know if the Raiders need to sell the farm to get one in the early first. I was just watching the Michael Washington game, and I really enjoyed that dude. I really enjoyed him, and I wrote a few things on Twitter, and we can make a quarterback video at another time about prospects for the Raiders, but I'm just saying we need the excitement of another quarterback. AOC 4 is not the better number 4, and he is not the answer long term. We need a quarterback that fits our culture, even though, he's blending in. We just need somebody else with a little bit of grit and a little bit of improvisation while playing on the field. And truth is, it's kind of like when Obama became president. Hope. You know what I'm saying? So the promise of a new quarterback drafted by the Raiders sounds good to me. There are veteran free agents that might be available that have those that I just talked about. The offseason, or I am at least, for the first time in many years at some of these prospects, because I know I'm a guru, but I officially want to become a guru with predicting and all that other stuff. So, because I've seen a lot of things and I learned a lot of things, or last year. But that being said, we lost to the Colts. We're officially eliminated from the playoffs. Davante Adams apparently dropped a ton of balls. People are pissed off about that. But long story short, Davante should not be a Raider next year for his own good. I'm just saying, if he wants to win and he wants to go to an organization that has its shit together all of a sudden, the Raiders ain't hit. Doesn't mean I don't want him as a Raider. Don't mean I don't like the guy. Oh, he's amazing. But again, who knows what he will want, or if he'll create a controversy to get out or ask for a trade. Again, it's all up in the air, guys. I don't know what's going to happen, but the Raiders have to make some moves. We definitely have to make some moves to compete. And then, talking about coaches, we got to figure out who officially will be our head coach, what Mark Davis is going to do. We're going to have a lot of good content channel to debate and talk about. And I hope you guys stick around for this next year. But that being said, I'm going to publicly apologize to a lot of people in Raider or Raider content creators, because sometimes I feel some of them are really aggressive and I don't want to be around that type of energy. And I have some sort of issues with some of them. But the good energy that I want surrounding me. But I learned something about energy this past season when Antonio Pierce took over the team and they were able to let loose. And as Antonio Pierce would say, hey, you're Raiders, smoke your shit, drink your shit, and talk your shit. Then I also made videos where I drank and asked for super chats while having a few shots or beers to make some money. So then it made me think I was being a hypocrite against the Raider Nation that does that stuff, although they do it weekly or daily on live streams, and I still don't condone that. But that is the culture that should be associated with the Raiders as rebels. So for people like, and these are the only ones I could think of off the top of my head, is like Graphic Raider. I love what you're doing with everybody, man. You got energy that I can't match, that I don't understand. I feel it's aggressive. But at the end of the day, man, you're having fun. You're talking Raiders. You're smoking your shit. You're drinking your shit. You're talking your shit. I just want to apologize, man, if my judgment got in the way of any of that. So my apologies. That's all I'm going to say about that. We don't stuff because that's drama, that's personal. Yeah, who cares, man? We're all Raiders, man. And at the end of the day, whether we F with each other on a daily basis or not, let's try to respect each other a little bit, or at least stay away from the drama, if you know what I mean. I want a drama-free. Because I'm an insecure person, I don't deal with that stuff very well. So the people that don't like me, it's okay. Don't like me, you don't have to. But you know what? At the end of the day, man, we're all talking our Raiders. Do you. Hopefully this year I can talk my shit. I don't really drink a lot of shit, but I'll do that, and I don't really smoke anything. But you know what? I'm definitely this year going to stop being insecure, and I'm going to start talking my shit more. That's one of my resolutions, to not be afraid to make people mad. But you can't say certain things on YouTube in order to make a few dollars, so I do have to censor myself sometimes. But I can't be as sensitive to other people's. Like, I don't care if you don't like what I have to say. I got to teach myself that it's okay, Mikey Raider, it's okay. That being said, for now, what are your takeaways from the game? Something that I missed that was important until I able to watch the game, let me know. But we lost to the Colts 23-20. And I'll come tomorrow or the next day for the Broncos. That's coming up. And then we're definitely going to have a Friday's roundtable or something on Friday night, 7. So tune to this channel for that. I'll be going live then. That being said, I love you guys. Thank you guys for tuning in. And let me know your thoughts about the Colts game and what I missed and what might have cost us. Whatever. They were saying the referees screwed us. Jack Jones had a penalty that probably gave them a first down and they scored or something. I don't know. It's the complete game. But that being said, I saw what I saw and I gave you my best analysis overall. I love you, Raiders. I love you, Raider Nation. And you know what? Hopefully you won your fantasy football championship. I didn't. And I'm broke. I can't even play the players in the league the money they won because I'm broke. But hopefully they have the patience and the understanding to let it slide and give me a delay for a little while. I love you guys. God bless. Take care of you and yours. Stay happy, stay healthy, stay blessed. And remember, like Antonio Pierce says it, Ray!